Welcome to the Wild Magic School Bus. This is Will, but you may know me as Meka City. This Dungeons & Dragons podcast may contain fantasy violence, language, and adult themes. Content warnings can be found in the episode description. As it were, now, as we move forward, if you could please not provide food or drink to Pothole, no matter what he writes on the glass. Thank you.
I guess it is.
Wait till I tell them about Gaylords. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wild Magic School Bus, the most unprofessional D&D podcast you will ever hear. I, of course, am your DM, Calvin Piper, and these are all the people that played D&D with me. Let's say hello.
You know, we waited so long for this, and now I wish it had never happened.
Title me sexy.
Been there.
Hello, I'm Maddie B, and I play Fulgrin, the Dwarven Paladin.
You struggled, but you got there.
I did.
Well done.
Frankfurt halfway in the middle of it.
Oh, well, this is going to be our question for the night.
I mean, I could give you a question.
Yeah. Okay, do it right now.
Tonight's question, what would be your, if you had startup money, what would your company be?
Oh, sheesh. What am
I mean, I know three of you already are going in on Us Undies, so, you know.
Not Us Undies.
Our
Our Undies. Okay, my bad. You can specify that on your turn.
It's like he
I'm
doesn't even
either
listen.
starting my own movie theater or I'm starting a car restoration place.
Nice. Okay, very cool.
Cart
very cool.
restoration?
Yeah, like shopping carts.
Like you.
For the Amish.
I was
He's going to Pennsylvania.
Oh man, I was thinking hot dog cart. But
It's going to have a TV show
Would it be
called
all
Get
of
My
those?
Carts.
yeah, so it'd be all those different types of carts.
Oh, all the carts. Shopping carts.
Pimp my cart. So you could turn an Amish cart into a shopping
Pitmobile.
cart / hot dog cart.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
What if you called it Pennsylvania Butch, and you made your your restoration name like you were Butch, like Pennsylvania Butch?
I like that.
That just
Can
sounds
you
like a
move to
mountain man. He's
Pennsylvania?
like, y'all ever heard
Can
of
you lie about being?
I'm
from
making him an
Pennsylvania?
NPC right now,
Yeah.
goddammit.
That's a good. In a Western campaign,
Yeah, with his hardy companion Coitus Silver.
Speaking of Coy Silver, hello, my name's Preston, and I play Lucius Kane as our sorcerer. And if I were to have a startup money, I'm gonna be a little bit boring.
Mm-hmm.
I would have like a coffee shop, bookstore, like mix thing, and I would just take all the startup money, open a small thing, and just have that last as long as I can, and just like have a quiet, nice life.
Absolutely.
So
nothing wrong
you
with that.
are the first act of a Stephen King novel with your startup money.
Well, I am gonna be I'm the helpful force that helps the kids on bikes.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
I like it.
You're not losers. You're lovers.
I feel like you guys probably already talked about this at some point, but I feel like we might have missed the mark. You should have done it as, like, instead of ASMR, you should have done ASMR. So then you had to just, like, I'm gonna cast.
Hey guys, it's Asmir.
Yeah. I don't know. When he was a warlock, I called him an ass lock a lot.
For this to work.
You know what? It's
Hello,
actually
everybody.
working for a lot of people.
Actually, I think you're right, it is, and we are changing the format of this show. Just wanted to say, thanks for listening.
Do you go ahead and introduce yourself, Drew, or you just...
Can you ASMR introduce yourself?
Oh, God.
Hey, everybody out there in podcast land, this is Drew Huff. Oh shit, that was the first time I said my last name.
Oh, you just doxed yourself.
Just bleep that last part out. Like, have it be ASMR and like, it's a strong shriek.
Loudest, just like, beep ever.
Hey, everybody shut up, my calves are getting really tired.
Why'd you say that's so sexy?
That's how you do ASMR.
That's anything Drew says. What do you mean?
Super sexy. So if I had the startup money, I would start a thing called the Wild Magic School Bus. Wait. It would be like this podcast, except it would be a school bus. And we can actually record our games inside of. It would be a fully functional podcast recording studio and more. Goodbye, I love you.
And I play a dragonborn draconian.
Idiot. Start over.
You know that's not how it is.
It's not...
It's
Hello.
gonna be the best. 30 seconds of this show ever.
That was more than 30 seconds, dude. That was
You have
2
to do
minutes.
it. You have to do it too.
I can't
No,
wait.
and then people will rate us. Oh, that's it. You just moved the mic closer to your face.
What did you think?
You saw what I thought. Lean over the table.
Hey guys, it's Will. I'm just gonna sound like Kip from Napoleon Dynamite for the next 2 minutes. That is sexy. You ever seen Kip from Napoleon Dynamite? Hey guys, it's Will, and I play Meka City, male lizardfolk artificer level 9. And if I had the ability to have startup money for anything I wanted, I'd probably just take more karate classes. Yeah, and that's probably it.
Will, this is real. Say something real. You don't always have to be funny. You can be real.
So let me get this straight. You took the arm off, and you gave our good friend Calvin has to sort through all that ASMR bullshit that you just.
Especially because he didn't ASMR. He just talked into a microphone.
I did not. I talked softly.
No,
It's
you did
ASMR.
not.
I am
For at least
so-
like 4 sentences.
I am so sorry for the spikes that are going on right now. I apologize to everyone who is listening to this.
Please keep this in.
God, the condensers are going to work overtime on this one. Dear, oh my gosh.
But yeah.
Please introduce yourself so I can wrap this up.
Okay, my name is Michelle. I play Kenneth Quinn. If I had startup money, if I'm being honest, I think it was someplace like way down south where they said it was real cheap to fake your death.
Waco,
That's where
Texas.
I'm going and doing it. Yeah, I'm just taking that startup money and running. Yeah.
You know what they say?
What about Calvin?
Who goes to Waco?
Oh yeah,
dies in
he's
Waco.
faked too.
No, he's
Yeah.
not. Calvin's staying here. We dibsed him.
Oh, sorry, Beeb.
Oh,
Unless you
God.
wanna.
You know-
wanna go with?
I think Michelle was the only person that anyone would want to hear do ASMR, and she did it.
I don't know.
But Will and Drew did.
Yeah.
I did.
And you're welcome for
You got
that.
wait. Hold on.
The
Drew,
tapping
you
you
have a great
heard
voice.
earlier was me.
What's
I don't
happening?
like that, man.
Oh, wait, you're right.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Here's an ASMR sound for you.
Sure.
I'm going to fix that microphone. And we're going to jump into episode 60
What's wrong with the mic?
of the Godscar Chronicles. So the last time we were here, the party had finalized their plans to head back to meet with Dimitri, an old friend of Lucius Cain's, because of a strange ancient mural that gave indication that this ringmaster had a few more secrets that he needed to reveal to the party. They convened with their Commonwealth contact, Nineveh of the Dwarven City, and after conveying the information to him, determined that this was the best lead in uncovering the mystery of the Godscar. And that is where we find ourselves tonight. With the party having a conversation with the Forge Lord of Hofkes June and speaking to him about getting their recently acquired hunk of black steel, a very precious and powerful material, turned into items that they could use down the road. So, as a little bit of a housekeeping note, to begin our session, Lucius Cain,
Yes.
you are granted a black steel ring. You can find that in D&D Beyond.
That's fragging good. Yes.
Glyph, you are granted a black steel rifle, which you can find in D&D Beyond.
Wait, that's kind of sick.
Alright, I'm looking for it.
That's pretty cool. I like
Zeph,
Sorry.
you are granted black steel scale mail, which you can also find in D&D Beyond.
Oh my goodness.
It's like Christmas.
Kenneth,
It is.
you are granted black steel bullets, which you also
let's
can
go.
find in D&D Beyond.
Nice.
And Thulgrin, you have +3 chainmail, which you can find in D&D Beyond. But it's black steel chainmail. I just can't call it that because I already called black steel chainmail for TBD. And everyone is granted a black steel message amulet, also something you can find in D&D Beyond.
I'm sensing a theme here, Calvin.
Yes, everything that you acquire is
So
black
I
steel.
can see all those objects, so I can just equip all of them?
No,
Bingo.
well, I mean, if you can put them in your inventory if you truly desired, but you only get the ones that you are gifted.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Calvin.
Yes. I believe those are all fitted to your desires and requirements. And, yeah. There we go. Beyond that.
Thanks, Calvin.
Okay. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and we can tweak them. I believe you were given 7 of them.
I believe that's correct as well.
Yep. All right. So, with all of that in your inventory now, after the Forge Lord has granted them to you, you guys are supplied and ready to embark on the next leg of your journey. So, what do you guys want to do?
Calvin,
Yes, sir.
can I ignore the disadvantage imposed by the mail?
I believe it already does that.
It's not. It's not.
Is it not?
Yeah, I don't think you can remove it, but you just know.
You can.
Okay.
Can you?
You can.
I've tried
Yep.
before.
Alright, so we've got to figure out how to get all the way back to Dimitri. I guess we've kind of got to figure out where he's at in the first place.
Yeah.
Kind of a
Yeah.
rolling stone.
I don't think I have anything for that though.
Well, shit.
I mean, he's a part of one of the biggest circuses that's ever existed, right? You
I mean,
could probably figure it out.
I can find out where he is.
Okay.
Say more.
Give me a sec.
He just leaves.
I'll be back in a bit.
I'll see you later.
I'll use this new amulet to tell you where I am when I find him.
No, none of that. So, when you mentioned that we need to find Dimitri, it reminds Zeph that lately when he thinks about a person and thinks about like where they might be, he just gets this like flash. And that he's noticed that if he thinks about it longer, the flash gets like longer and more detailed, and it's almost like he can watch.
Thorough
what's-
flashing.
What? He gets
Alright,
a
mate,
thorough-
we'll go get fleshed.
He gets a thorough flashing. And so, this is big for me, guys.
I believe in you.
You got this, dude.
So he is going to, for the first time in his life, attempt scrying.
Let's go.
Oh shit.
Do it!
And he's been wanting to do this, and he's been like doing some research into it, and that's why he was so adamant about the value of his new scale mail being so high. Was that he knew if his focus was something truly valuable to both himself and the rest of the world, that would help him to bridge these gaps. And so, using this new black mail, he is...
Nope.
You don't like that, okay. Using
That's another thing.
his new focus, this armor that's going to protect him, but somehow draws him closer to the rest of the world. He is going to attempt scrying, so he can see and hear a particular creature that's on the same plane of existence. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well they know the target, and the sort of physical connection they have that the person has to it. If a target knows that I'm casting the spell, it can fail the saving throw voluntarily if it wants to be observed. It obviously does not know, right? And the modifier is up to Calvin, I think, because we're looking at how well I know, how well Zeph knows
Haven't you met him?
the subject he has met. So I'm thinking it's firsthand knowledge, which would be and not familiar, because I don't know him well. We've only met briefly. So that would be no modifier on the save.
Would
So
me
it's
knowing him be able to help? Wait, do you need something of his?
Well, right. This is where
Okay.
we get the connection, and that's another modifier.
Okay.
A likeness or picture, possession or garment, or a body part, lock of hair, bit of nail, or the like.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dimitri. Does Dimitri have hair?
No.
Yeah,
He
he's
does not.
bald. Yeah.
So
Everywhere?
Could I? Can I roll like a straight up like luck check to see if I have like I don't know. I feel
Do
like
you have anything from him?
Lucius keeps a journal on him, and he has like a bunch of mementos. And I was wondering if like maybe a ticket from one of the carnival shows would suffice.
Ooh.
Like particularly the one that
Since
like
the carnival is technically Dimitri.
well, because like the thing is that like because it would probably be like the ticket that he bought that basically like helped change his life. I don't know if that would.
I'm going to say you have first-hand knowledge of the individual, and because you know what they look like, that is likeness.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that it is
Okay,
a.
so I can picture.
So
them
you
well
you
enough.
can you literally can picture him in your head. That's close enough for
Okay.
me.
Question
So I can give you give you that.
Was Ohiona gonna be with Dimitri?
I don't know.
Okay.
They're like kind of
I was
unknown.
like, because maybe I can find her easier, but alright.
What about?
I don't know what's going on with her right now. I hope she's okay.
Cool.
Okay.
So, Zeph wants to scribe.
Want to cast Scry?
Scry.
All right. A wisdom saving throw.
For Dimitri.
All right. Let me get his stats real quick.
Dang it, I was gonna give you a flash of genius.
Okay.
Siri.
All right.
What is it?
What's your DC?
17.
17
And Dimitri has a -2.
and a -2. You close your eyes and begin to reach out, feeling the energy of the living world around you, the flora and fauna that inhabit this plane. And almost like the moon's slight gravitational pull, you feel yourself being propelled into the atmosphere. And you hover for just the briefest moment on the horizon of the world before you are shunted to a location. You are immediately bombarded with the sounds of many, many voices, overlapping, talking, all muffled and impossible to decipher. But you can see, excuse me, you can see lounging on a rather large and comfortable looking cushion, I guess would be the best word for it. Dimitri sits. One hand has a goblet in it, which is slowly just kind of stirring it, kind of like turning it in his hand. A look of... Make an insight check for me.
Okay, 11.
11, not bad. He looks displeased.
Oh no.
Not like angry, but definitely annoyed. As he sits there and he listens to this muffled voice talking to him, he just kind of like watches for a moment, and then you hear him go, "I do not understand how does this apply to us. We do not belong to your city. I don't see how this is..." And immediately he's interrupted by the voice, again muffled, and he just kind of sits there and just stares. He goes, "Well, then we will be on our way." And he waits, and you hear the voice say something, and then footsteps recede. And then he just kind of... And then looks at his cup. "Waste of good wine." And pours it just on the floor. And just kind of sits there for a few more seconds before... Yeah, he just kind of sits there, and then you see his eyes drift up and begin to observe something outside of your purview for a few more minutes. And depending on how long you want to keep this spell going.
I'm going to keep it going. Zeph is listening for name of the current city or name of where he might be going next, since it sounds like he might be taking the circus elsewhere for whatever disagreement. And I do have 10, so you can see and hear through the sensor as if I were there. And just
You can see and hear as if you were... Hold on.
Yeah.
Target is infected. Spell against strength powers. Failsafe because of an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. You can see in here through the sensors if you were there. Moves of the target, remaining within 10 feet of the duration. Okay. So yeah, within 10 feet of him, there is definitely the tent that you have seen before. Whoever was talking to him was outside of that range, so you weren't able to pick them up. But you see, he just kind of watches the kind of commotion that's going on in his tent before looking after a minute, just kind of like shakes himself out of a stupor after a few minutes and looks over at an individual outside of your range and goes, "So now, come here." And you see a very small, gnomish individual who you've seen before once. This individual was the one that appeared and ferried Ohiana away the last time you all were together. Mm-hmm. And you see they walk over and just kind of like stand next to Dimitri. And he said he leans over them and just kind of like whispers, trying to keep his voice low for the rest of the individuals, but you can hear it pretty well. He goes, "How quickly can we break camp?" And the individual Suna goes, "Take a day, maybe 2. Try to speed it up. I fear our time in Meka City is run its course." He just kind of leans back. He keeps watching.
Come on, say where you're going.
That's all you get.
All right, cool.
Is it Meka City or is it Metal City?
Mecca.
Mecca.
Well, guys, that was amazing. Not as fruitful as I'd hoped, but I can tell you with certainty that the circus is in Meka City, but they're trying to leave within the next 2 days, sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know where they're going.
Well, I mean, if we go to Meka City, there's
Is there
a
like
limited
a
radius
trail
that they
or
could be.
path? Because I think I've been with like the circus for like a year, right?
You've been with them for a while, yeah?
Yeah. So like,
What's next?
yeah. What would most likely be next?
There is no circuit. They just kind of go where
They go where they
go
please.
where they
The
please.
circus has no circuit?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's crazy.
Do they, how do you guys get around?
Well,
Is it an
we
airship or like on
no.
land?
I assume it's a caravan kind of
Very,
situation.
very large caravan.
All right.
I mean, it'd be easy enough to trick.
So if we can quickly get to Meka City, we could track them from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could see
Do
if
you
we could.
think that maybe I just lost his name? You know, old boy who handed the king and all that.
Oh yeah.
Do you think maybe he could transport us there ASAP?
Oh, Nineveh?
Yeah, that's the one.
No.
How
Do you think Nineveh can get us quick transport to Meka City?
I mean, if anybody can, it'll definitely be him.
I'm just thinking, like, if it's
He's
in
so
our
cool.
best interest to get there, and he is all about our best interest
Are we
as
still
well.
at Thorgrim's mom's house?
Can you deliver that line one more time?
Yes, you are still at Thulgrin's mom's house.
Did
So.
she still have it? Has she still got it going on?
Yeah, she would say so. She would 100% say so.
He's right.
I don't know if that was canonized or not.
Dude, this guy's last name is Rockrender. Stop talking about his mom.
That's that given name. It doesn't. His mom's name's not Rockrender.
His mom's last name is Rocks.
I hate
But yes, you guys are. You guys can still be there if you'd like to, or you can move back to your compound to have these discussions if you'd like.
Lucius is gonna go back to like the nice place. To what's it called?
The nice place.
It's called a nice place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we had a name for
Yeah,
the
I
compound.
go back to the nice place, and I make his mom some cookies,
Okay.
and then we have like a nice little little brunch, like one
Wait,
time.
is she there with you?
Huh?
Like you bring her back to your house and make cookies?
No, like
We all need to leave?
no, because I'm paying it back because they gave us a bunch of stuff, so I
She's
made
gonna
her
bring
cook-
them back over later.
Yeah, it's just a treat for her.
Oh, okay.
If I didn't know you, I'd swear you're hitting on my mother, but I know you. I know that's not what you're doing. You're just a nice guy.
Thank you.
It's just a nice fella.
Nice lad.
Okay.
No problem.
So what do you guys want to do now? Now that you have all this information.
Let's go to Meka City.
No, let's go to Meka City.
Oh, we have to go talk to Nineveh.
Yeah, we've got to go to Nineveh, see if he can ship us off.
He's kind
All
of
right,
a guy.
everybody, eat those cookies as fast as you can. Let's
Huh?
get to
Wait,
Nineveh.
don't eat the
What?
cookies. They're not for you.
Can Kenneth try
Too
to
late.
sneak a cookie?
You didn't like make enough for us and her.
I did. They're
Sneaking
baking
a
right
cookie.
now. They're baking right now.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Can you guys not wait 10 minutes?
I think you and I both know the answer to that question.
It's a 9.
9.
Yeah.
Dear, all you had to do was ask if you wanted a cookie. Here, take them all. And she like puts them in a little bag and hands them to you.
No, hey, I just one. I only was just.
No,
trying to
no,
get
you
the
don't
context.
think you need them. Take them all.
cookies?
Fully make sure they eat all the cookies.
I could have told you that you're not going to
Okay,
pull one
sorry,
over
cookies.
on my mum.
I have
If you eat my
eyes in
cookies,
the
I
back
would
of my head.
Sorry.
Alright, mum. We're going to shove off.
All right.
We've got
You
to
know
go up.
what?
We've got to go up and see Ninin and then make some travel.
We're gonna do
I'll
what?
stop in the next
Nice.
time I'm
Isn't
back.
Isn't her name Olda? Goodbye, Olda.
Uda. Yeah, Olda.
Goodbye,
Uda.
Uda.
Uda. Uda.
Yuda.
Best.
Goodbye, Yuda.
Udda.
Yuda best. Don't call us mom. Udda.
I thought we couldn't call her Shirley.
Goodbye, everybody.
Temple.
All right, so you remember, you press the button,
How old are
and that's how you get in contact with us.
Yes,
Speak
yeah, of
into
course.
it. All right, well, you were just
All right.
having
No.
some troubles earlier.
No,
so I wanna
I'll
make
figure
sure.
it out. Don't
you?
worry.
78 years old.
Just out of curiosity, is there like a do not disturb like setting on these things? Just in case I'm in the middle of a battle and I don't have her checking in on me.
We have separate.
Kenneth will press the button. There is
100%.
not that version. Over.
Yeah, we actually could only put it in 2 of them.
Lucius thought we could
You
just
have to say over once you get done.
It's
Over.
really making me nauseous hearing your voice come out of the medallion and out of my head and out of your head.
Sorry, this conversation is over now. Over.
over.
Thank you. All right. Hey, everybody, you got to say over after you get done talking. So, Zeph, say over once you're done. Over.
Over once you're done over.
Perfect. Over.
Are we also supposed to have any sort of like, nicknames? Like, this is Bald Eagle over and out.
Oh.
Bald Eagle.
Thorgrim,
I'm
you
not
did
gonna
not
be.
say over once you were done speaking. Over.
I mean, I said over and out.
No, but listen, we just can't know if you're done talking and if the line's closed or open or whatever if you don't say over. Over.
This is call sign cold front here, just saying on comms over.
This is code name Light. Here to over.
I'm sorry, did you say light over?
Yeah. Over.
Zeph's actually walking to go to Nineveh right now. He's halfway down the block.
We noticed him gone. We're like, oh shit.
Easily enough, you guys can make your way back up towards
You have Andrew Butcher, like I do.
the upper ward, where you probably could find Nineveh fairly easily. And you do find him at the Great Hall, holding, seems like some sort of a meeting with some people. But as soon as you guys show up, he quickly brings the meeting to a close and heads over to greet all of you.
That's very kind. You could have just had the rest of your meeting over.
It is no problem.
You don't have to say
there
that in
are-
real life.
Oh, whoa. Well, I didn't even realize I did it. Okay.
The hand of the king is always holding an audience with someone. So, but please, what can I do for you?
Teleport us to Meka City.
Oh, wow, no
Trying-
foreplay.
we're trying to
Just
get there
right
quickly.
into... Okay.
We have the ability to.
So,
We need your quickest way to Meka City.
remember when we told you that it was important that we get in touch with the carnival master?
You mentioned this, yes.
Yeah, we found him, but he's only in Meka City for another day and a half.
Mm.
And then he leaves. We don't know where he's going, so we want to be on his trail as we can.
Of course, this is, I could probably... Yes, I could provide this for you. It will be... I have never been to Meka City, so this will be a little, different. Being that I have never been to this place, but I know enough about it that I could probably get you there in one piece.
Like, have you ever not gotten somebody there in one piece?
Yeah, the way you said probably there, that kind of gives pause.
teleportation magics are very precise. and
Ninovar,
I heard that what happens is actually your self on this side dies, and then the self that appears
That's
on
not
the
how that
other
works.
side is a completely new version of you, but it believes that it's you.
It's not.
Hey, what if we just traded arms while you're teleporting? Like, you've got my green arms, I've got your pearlescent arms. That'd be kind of cool.
I don't want that to happen.
I give. Would you like anything in return for that, Ninovar? I have 215 gold's worth of alchemical supplies. You could probably take.
Please, your money is not
You just
the
pour
issue
a bunch
here.
of Bunsen burners
No,
into
they're
his
all
hands.
at the nice place.
Would you like to give us anything in exchange then for it? Like a lock of your hair?
Or trying to
Hey, that's an elephant thing.
Hair.
Listen, I just learned that I can scribe, which means observe people without them being aware. Wait, this is not sounding right. Never mind.
It is fine. I understand what scrying does.
I can look at people without their consent from here on in.
Can you promise me that if I ever try to scry you, you'll just let it happen? Because I'll only do it if it's really important.
If it is really important, then yes, I will do my best.
Even if you're indisposed.
Well, this is the other part of it. You might want to shower with your clothes on from here on. Just because I won't know if you're showering until I get...
If I do not want you to spy on me, I have ways of ensuring this.
Oh, that's a good point.
Then they apologise. They're making this a wee bit weirder than it's supposed
No
to be.
apologies necessary.
Either way, do you have the ability to teleport us there?
Ninny's a freak. You don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, what if he answers like at the worst times?
Yes, I believe I could do this. But if we are going, then we must... Yes, we will try. Are you ready to depart?
We're ready to go right now.
Right now.
We need to get there as quick as we can.
Right.
Oh, sorry, Seth, I did not see you.
Let me... Give me one moment. And you watch as he begins to kind of like make a space in the hall. He begins to set down, reaching into a pouch that he has. He begins to set down small gems in a circle around you guys, about a 10-foot circle. As he begins to like mutter some sort of an incantation, you can see as he sets down each stone, these runes appear in a smaller circle around these. And as you do, you watch as these lines begin to connect themselves to each one, creating this giant kind of wheel as he keeps setting stone by stone. This takes him about a minute, and he has the last stone in his hand, and he finishes his incantation. And as he opens his eyes, there's a flash of white, and the stone glows white. And as he sets it down, all the lines connect, and you hear a boom as the ground around this circle immediately disappears, and there's like a swirling gray, just kind of like mist that roils from the ground. He looks up at all of you and goes, "Time to go."
Honey.
All right, on. Get
I'll go
back.
first.
Wait,
All right.
let's all go holding hands.
What's that going to help?
I don't know.
Okay, might as well. Who cares?
I wonder if we'll be able to talk through the badges while we're floating through space and time.
You should try.
All right, okay. All right.
All right, so everyone goes through,
Talking the whole time.
and it literally takes, it's instantaneous. So you will have you will literally be like, "Hi," and something will happen. All right, so I'm going
Something
to roll,
will happen, he says.
Yep, I have to roll a d100
Vocal
to
cords
see
ripped
if
out.
he makes it where he's supposed to
The
be.
rest of the
We've made it
podcast.
to Meka City.
Diagonally, not diagonally. Diagonally, not diagonally.
Diagonally.
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
before we go, is there a specific place in Meka City that you want to be dropped off at?
No.
Yes, the carnival.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh shit, the carnival.
If possible, yeah.
Oh, I guess.
Maybe not directly
Oh, dude.
in the carnival, but just outside the tent.
Big top.
I didn't realize it was going to be an potentially instantaneous trip. He is looking at a chart or something over there.
I'll take a
it's
flash
the
of
tel-
genius.
It's the teleport chart.
Okay.
If he's making a check, add
Just wanna
5
do
to it.
100 and see if we take damage and end up stranded somewhere.
You mean Tabidi could die?
TPK could always die. He needs to die
Not the baby
once.
boy. Not the baby boy.
Hasn't Tabidi died before?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's in a body.
I thought that's because he's favored by the gods.
That too.
That too.
Man, Tabidi's like
stacked.
Twice blessed.
Double blast.
And he has
Once
parents
bitten, twice blessed, baby.
All right, so you all step into it immediately, feeling yourselves jettisoned through with like a force before you are hit with a wall of like cold, like blindingly cold. Well, like suffocatingly cold to the point where you're like you feel like your breath is caught in your lungs, and that's when you realize you're breathing in water, but it is pitch black where you are.
Oh boy. That's fine. I can breathe underwater.
Each person
Okay.
takes... It's not the water that's hurting you. It's the force in which you were shunted into the water. Each person takes 24 points of force damage.
Shit.
What?
As... It goes again.
Hope we don't run into balefire this time.
All right. As that happens, you feel yourself shunted through again and find yourself sopping wet, splashing onto cold cobblestone in the middle of the street.
Yeah. Let's everyone do it.
Nineveh is there.
You dumb son of a bitch. Don't do that again.
Like, he's coughing before he like immediately looks up frantic and like taps his staff on the ground and looks at all of you. In your heads, you all hear, "Stay silent," as he taps his staff on the ground. You all look around. Very strikingly, like, oddly familiar area. Mm-hmm. You're in the middle of a living area. Like, in the middle of a cobblestone street in a finely, beautifully adorned neighborhood in the middle of Meka City, with houses that look oddly similar to one you tried to break into so long ago.
All right, it's all right. We don't have
You
the
are in
awesomeness with
the-
us right now.
You are in the district of House Aurelius.
Oh, fuck.
Probably a good distance from anywhere you've recognized, but you're in Meka City. And the reason why you were told to keep silent is because the street is full of individuals, people walking through their day, not to mention the well-dressed and sharp-looking house soldiers that are patrolling the streets. As you all look around, the first thing you immediately notice is that after he says be silent, you know where you are, but as you look around, your friends went from being around your periphery to being gone. You cannot see anyone else around you.
I do the... Guys, where are you?
I'm gonna reach into my things and grab a hunk of meat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use the once a day ability that I can directly find the...
Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for...
Oh man, who would help you the most in this moment?
Hold on, so we're all separated?
I'm looking for Kenneth.
You don't see... You all landed, and then as soon as Nineveh tapped his staff, you look around, they're all gone. Like, you're just on the street with nobody around you.
Every one of us can't see everyone.
Cannot see anybody.
I'm looking for Kenneth.
Kenneth pings literally 2 feet away from you.
Oh.
You reach out and touch.
Did you really just touch me there? Get your hand off me.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It was my upper shoulder.
Kenneth just has a thing about shoulders. That's, but yes, it is. After a few seconds of just absolute chaos, it slowly dawns on everybody: you are invisible.
Well, that's awesome.
Well, I love that you used your once a day ability. It's like, oh.
Well, listen, he's an anxious mess, and he wants to his friends.
Well, at least I can't scare anybody walking around looking like this.
You hear in your heads again, Nineveh speaking to you all, this way. And you see just the slightest like shimmer of the... So it's weird. Basically, the light, the air almost seems to shimmer like heat from Nineveh moving through it. Almost like the light is bending around him. I just read the last book of Shadow and Bone, so it was really cool. But yeah, basically, the light is bent around him in such a way that he's unseeable. But as he moves, you can kind of see it,
Lucius,
like a
alright.
faint little like
Grab
shimmer.
my vest.
But you can see that movement, and you can follow him pretty well as you all quickly make your way out of the main thoroughfare into a much less crowded area of the streets. It takes a good probably half hour of kind of moving slowly. It's again big. You forget how big this city is, but the vastness of it quickly dawns on you as it seems like these places stretch on forever. But after walking for about a half hour, you finally make it to a less populated area, actually out of the living quarter district of House Aurelius, and find yourselves in a more generally populated thoroughfare, closer to the center of the city where the Great House itself stands. You can see it as it towers above the rest of the city itself. But pulling into a darker alleyway, the magic drops, and all of you, still wet from the excursion and very tired, are all now standing in a group, safely away from all of that. As Nineveh kind of like, my apologies. I admitted I was not familiar with this location, and I believe my spell did not get us where we were designed to go. I apologize.
That's alright,
You
just
got
didn't
us
really
here.
know what was happening at the time.
I mean,
Yeah, thanks for the ride.
you
Of
traversed
course.
like a
You
bunch
did,
of miles in
you
instant.
did try.
Of course. Now, it is best that you quickly move from here. From what my contacts tell me, it is not long before I am discovered, based on the magics that I have now produced.
Yeah, good point. None of us should use any magic going forward unless it's absolutely necessary.
I got
Does
really
that
hurt.
include our walkie-talkie
I
case?
wouldn't think
No,
so.
it's
No,
enchanted
because-
items don't leave a trace. It's
Well,
it
and they're
casts
contained.
spells.
That's the thing. Contained magic versus uncontained magic. So if you're just casting spells, they don't like that. But if you're using items that contain magical properties, it's usually okay.
Bingo.
And guys, while we're on the subject of amulets, remember, you can just think the thing you want the other person to hear.
Over.
Over.
In out.
At this point, Nineveh has like looked down the alley and he turns to all of you. Good luck, and if you need me, you know where to find me.
Now let's haul ass
Definitely
out of
gonna
here
see-
before he teleports away
And
and,
he-
then pings here.
He reaches into his bag and pulls out some sort of material before crushing it and like throwing it at his face. And as it does, you watch as this dwarf-sized individual grows about 1.5 feet and immediately dissolves away into a very demure-looking farmer who just kind of like shoulders his pitchfork and just kind of like saunters out of the alleyway.
Name's Plain White.
But yeah, Nineveh makes it, departs from you all, heading back to a place where he can safely abscond from the city, and you all are back in Meka City. Welcome back.
Oh, it has not been long enough. Guys, remember this?
Gonna be honest with you, I've never been here, so...
Okay, first things first,
Say, why
don't...
do I feel like I'm picking up on a little bit of reluctance to be here from you?
Don't
you
use magic. They don't like that.
That's
Don't
Oh, big
break
reason
into
why.
houses.
I knew that. I figured that.
Yeah, they don't like breaking into houses either.
Do not open windows or bust open windows in places in
Okay.
high
Aren't
fancy
your don't
neighborhoods.
break windows that aren't yours.
Don't take
try-
the rats for granted.
Do
They'll
they
get
know
huge.
it's you?
and don't attack guards.
They don't know that it was you that was
They-
breaking into stuff?
No, they
There's
knew
not
it was
some, like,
Okiana, that's for
Pick
sure.
That's the
shoes up
only
in
one
the
that-
general store.
She's the only one that looks remotely like she did the last time we were here, I believe.
Oh,
I look exactly the same.
Ooh, bandana
Oh,
up.
yeah.
I feel like
I also put my bandana.
I feel like Lucius'
Tuck your
post
tail in.
transformation is very different. So yeah.
Yeah, you don't have that 200-pound elephant.
That is
on.
true. It'd be harder to profile me without a giant ass coffin on my back.
And
No,
you
I
look
think
healthy.
we look different
Thank you.
enough to be fine.
Alright.
I mean, we look weird.
I mean,
Because you don't see a lot of people as diverse as we are traveling around in groups.
I mean, if we're fighting, I'm fighting with you. I just want to make sure I know what I'm getting into.
Yeah, should we have a code word so that way Thulgrin knows that we're about to do something? Like violence. That's how he knows.
I like
about
violence.
the
Violence
fight.
is pretty good. It's straightforward.
Kind of hard to
Alright.
misinterpret that one.
Alright.
Okay, so if we yell violence, it's time to get violent.
Are we trying to trick him, and then violence actually means no violence?
No, the thing is, it's gonna be Occam's razor. They're gonna overthink it, and in that moment of hesitation, we're gonna strike.
Alright.
So
Bingo.
violence is violence.
When did you pick up Occam's razor?
I read.
No.
You see, Lucius Kane,
It's a magic weapon.
Lucius Kane has like
Ooh,
magical
that'd be
shroud
a
over his
cool magic
head.
weapon.
I think you should make it.
Every joke
Make
goes over
Occam's
his head,
razor.
apparently.
That would be a cool magic weapon.
R/whoosh.
Are the pendants and stuff that we have for super secret communication / like the armor and stuff that we have, they're clearly made from black steel. Are they like immediately recognizable as that?
They are definitely inner. So nothing that you have is pure black steel in the sense of like not all black. So each item is imbued with black steel. So each of them have a distinctive black steel like feature to them.
Okay.
But
It's not.
I was just curious because, like, I don't know, like, if people would look at it and immediately recognize it and be like, "Oh,
I
those
mean-
people have."
I mean,
Money.
Either way, you're
you
talking to
would
us.
know that black steel is not a thing that people come by easily. It is probably something that, I mean, I don't want to write the game for you, but
Yeah, you know.
it's expensive shit. So
Yeah, and also, but like,
So we look like
do
ballers.
do with that
Like
what
Dwayne
you
Johnson.
I mean, to the layman, it wouldn't be like
Sure.
it looks cool, but like
Well, I
it's
think
not like
it.
that's black steel.
I
Like,
think it might behoove us.
like would a common person be like,
I mean,
Oh, shit,
would a
that's
common person
flat.
recognize what any precious metal looks like?
Yeah, probably.
So we look like a bunch of like rappers down
Sorry.
in Houston flashing
we-
their grill.
Yeah.
drippy.
I mean,
ooh,
I would-
yeah.
oh, my drip's subtle. Okay?
I would argue that
Wait, sorry, not on
black
this hand.
steel is
Yeah.
so.
I'm married to the
There's
drawing.
just so little of it that most people probably have absolutely no clue what it looks like.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like a Siberian tiger.
That's fair, but I feel like the
What's a
people that
tiger?
we get tangled up with oftentimes
They would definitely know.
might know, or trappers, or whatever. So all I'm
That's
saying
true.
is maybe just keep it covered, put a cloak on, or kind of tuck it in.
Lucius puts on a single glove of Michael Jackson. Blanket.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
I don't like that you just rolled. Okay.
I'm gonna make. I'm not. Wait. I got something in my throat now.
Getting choked up here.
Rest
I'm so excited to see Dimitri again.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? I would like to make a. Because we're still cloaked right now, right?
No, the invisibility fell when
Cool.
Dimitri.
Lucius is gonna go around talking to people and ask where, like, I don't know if he could like do a persuasion check to see if find out where the circus is.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a great idea. I'll look at Pothole and go, "You're back home. Just go figure it out." And I ask him to
So
go.
I'd like to talk to
Oh,
the
shit.
little amount of people and bring as little attention
Pothole's
to
gonna look.
ourselves.
All right.
as
Yeah,
we can.
easy enough. He sets off.
All right.
No, you can still do your thing. I'm just sending him as well.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. All right.
Oh.
So we have a little ritual before the game.
Uh-huh.
If I roll good, it's a bad day. If I roll natural 20 at the beginning of the day. I roll natural 1 for my first roll.
Okay.
So I don't know how this is gonna go, but I will commit. Do I freak someone out? What is happening? Like,
You determine that you are going to speak to people. So you
Yeah.
walk out, and the first person that you see, this is the person I'm going to talk to.
okay,
So you walk right up,
hello,
not even thinking, and
Yeah.
just say.
howdy.
The individual turns and looks at you and like gives you an up and down. Is what do we have here?
What, do I recognize this person?
No. What are you doing in an alley back there?
None of your business.
Zeph thinks to
No,
him.
he rolled in that one.
You always say taking a slash.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
And what would you say if, I don't know, me and my buddies here were tracking down some unregistered magic that came from that alleyway? What would you say then?
I'd say
Shoot.
that's crazy. Because, like,
Innocent until proven guilty.
Like back there? I was just there. There's nothing
I
back
gotta say, that's a crazy coincidence.
Is it?
Yeah?
Let's say, you and your friends come have a chat. We can sort this all out.
I'm gonna go.
Well, I say maybe not.
Alright, this a treat.
Is there any cover that Zeph might have?
I'm just saying.
No, you're in
Fully visible.
so he walked out, so there may be a moment in which you are not seen in this alleyway, because it obviously was it was set to be, like, covered and, like, hidden, so you may have a moment.
Okay.
Say, I am. Is it just this guy?
He's the only one standing in front of Lucius right now.
Okay. I am mentally talking through this without saying the words.
Okay.
Somebody circle behind this guy and hit him on the back of the head and knock him out. We'll put him.
I can hear this, right?
You can.
We'll put him in the darkness of the alleyway.
I mean, I did see something.
I've
I can
got
show
it.
you where they went.
Oh, see, now that's all we need, is a little bit of cooperation.
Yeah, for sure. I head into the alley.
Oh, you're leading him back to the alley?
Yeah, I have something to show you.
Make a deception check.
Okay.
Give me a minute, I'll make a magic circle. No, okay.
Give me a minute. Yeah.
What is everyone else doing right now?
Yeah. That's another nat 1.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm burning the inspiration I had from last session.
Can you please
Can I do that?
do that?
Do something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't.
Throw that thing.
No,
I
he
can't.
that's his ride or die.
It's
He
my
sticks
ride or
with.
die.
He's loyal to his dice.
Do
I
I
love
know
you.
would
What's up with you?
would
What's up
wild
with you?
shape-
What's up with
wild
you?
shape
Let's go
set
fight.
off anything?
You have no
Oh
idea.
my god. How did you roll
But-
3?
I rolled 3 natural ones!
You're dead.
I rolled 3 natural ones!
How did you roll 3 natural ones?
Something horrible happens to you at the very least.
Wait, okay.
Melt that thing down.
What was he rolling for?
I was rolling deception. Okay. No, like
gets, like,
whatever
a
happens,
-1
happens.
on
But like, I'm just.
deception
Can we
for
talk? Can we take a bit to just like acknowledge?
We're acknowledging
So-
it silent. They're speechless.
So,
When I
holy crap.
So did you roll the anti-god roll?
Yeah.
I
no,
rolled
okay, so
3 nat 1s.
3
okay.
back to back.
So,
Did Vampire win?
yeah, I
think
think
I
the game's
broke
over.
stops.
I think the game's over. Okay, so it wasn't an advantage or disadvantage, so I'm not giving you.
Like a debuff.
It's not a debuff because it was not an
But I
advantage or
beefed
disadvantage.
it.
Because you just decided to re-roll on your own accord. That's not not how it works. But holy shit, Preston!
I've never rolled this bad in my
Do you
life.
want me to hate you guys?
That's
'Cause
incredible.
do you want me to make this game hard? Because that's what was about to happen.
Well, the dice made the game hard. It wasn't
that's really
anyone.
hard. Okay,
Can I
so
reiterate that I think survival is always a good thing for me to roll?
yeah, of course you may.
Okay.
You may always. All right.
My +9
So in the moment,
survival.
In the moment.
in the moment that
I
Lucius
beat it
is
so hard.
trying to convince this guy to come back to the alley with him, everyone else has one opportunity to do something. What are you doing? Go.
I'm gonna.
I am going to actually cast command.
On the guy?
Yes.
We'll get back to you. What are you doing?
I don't know.
You gotta think of something. It's that moment where Lucius is talking to this guy. He just said, yeah, come back this way. What are you doing? You hiding? You
marking.
fighting? What are you doing?
No, absolutely fucking not. I don't know. Skip me. Give me a second.
Nope.
Give
You
me
either
a second.
you either do it or run
But I
out of
don't
time.
do anything.
All right, you
I
do
don't
nothing.
know.
So
What do
wait,
you do?
what is happening? Sorry, I was gone for 30 seconds of this.
Lucius just popped out and said, hey, what's going on here? And talked to a trapper. The trapper said, I was just looking for this magic that was back there. You don't know anything about that, do you? And Lucius goes, yeah, come back and I'll show you. In this moment, what are you doing? Are you hiding? Are you preparing to fight? What are you doing?
Oh, what am I doing? I'm probably, I've got my face in a hole. I'm looking for a pothole to come back out of it. I've got my face in a sewer grate.
So you do nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally face down in a sewer grate.
Okay. Zeph,
Is it my turn?
it is your turn.
Way to stall for time, buddy.
I'm just perplexed.
If he feels like he has
Two.
Brain, stupid,
One.
empty head.
If he feels like he has cover, like these guys have not seen him yet,
Uh-huh.
he probably morphs into a tiny white rat and scurries behind something.
Oh,
Perfect.
Peter Pettigrew style.
Yeah.
Into the rat, on the ground, off into a corner of the alley.
To observe, yeah.
Make a stealth check with advantage.
Yay! I like advantage.
I believe you can use the rat's stealth too, which I believe is higher.
Oh, nice.
We'll come back to you.
Okay.
All right, so Kenneth and Zeph not doing anything. Lucius walking back. Fulgrin getting ready to cast command on this guy.
So before I do this, I want to. I want to know that we are in an alleyway. Correct.
You are
It's just him that I'm visible to.
the only one you have seen. You don't know if he sees you yet.
YOLO.
Power Move City. It's Power Move City.
Fine, I guess we're YOLOing. I'll cast command and hope nobody sees. I'm
Okay.
just gonna say, sleep.
You're going to tell him to sleep. I don't know.
Like he's gonna try to sleep for
All it says
one
is
round.
one word. Sleep.
Yes. I'm going to make sure that is not something that you can't do because I believe
if I can tell him to approach, flee, drop, grovel, halt, I should be able to tell him to sleep.
Give me a second. I just want to make sure because I feel like I've seen this before.
I'm just like I
Some typical.
that dice roll really made me like contemplate like my entire like perspective of like life in the universe.
That's a lot. That's heavy, buddy.
I mean, I rolled 3 natural ones. If there's not a god, then I am confused.
Put that on a bumper sticker.
Rolled 3 nat ones.
No, if there's not a god, then
We'll
I'm
see.
confused.
We'll see what happens. I'm not going to say no, you can't say sleep, but we're going to see how that is translated.
He's sleepy. He's sleepy.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Thank you. Okay, so as this happens, you reach out and you cast sleep. You cast command. The word sleep. A little confusing.
I'm not saying this out loud. I'm not saying this loudly because there's no need to be like sleep or anything else like that. Like
All right,
I'm
he's
saying this
going-
quietly.
What is
I'm
your
using, if I
wisdom?
have to point at him, I'm like
What is your
little side gun
wisdom?
type thing, just from the hip.
Got the
Pow.
name.
What is your wisdom? What's your spell save DC?
Honestly, this is beautiful.
Let's say he's a paladin, so it's charisma based, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What was the question?
What is his
So
spell save
DC?
DC?
15.
15.
All right, big money, big whammies.
Let me know if he makes it or not.
That is a 4.
Okay.
Nice.
So, in the moment,
Come, little children, now take. Oh wait, wrong song.
Okay.
Tiptoe
So,
through the
as this happens, Lucius turns around and begins to move his way down the alley. In that moment, you hear the individual go, "No, I think we'll stay here." And I need you to make a...
Charisma save.
No?
I'm good at those.
Probably
That's why I
strength
said
save as they pick you up.
it. I'll make strength save. I'll do
Give me
it.
just a
I'm
second.
minus a lot.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom save.
Wait, you said no. I think I'll stay here.
Oh my gosh! Wait, this
You
that
just said
the
that he
pregame
was
ritual is
in
real.
the alleyway.
He was...
With a bat.
Because I made
It
you
wasn't that one,
specify.
basically.
No,
The entrance
I
of the-
said Lucius walked out of the alley, talked to a guy, turned around to come back to the alley, and in the moment that he does that, what do you do?
But when I cast that, I clarified that we were in the
You
alleyway.
are in the alleyway.
I said
he is
we
outside
are
of
in
the...
the alleyway.
You are
Not
in
outside.
the alleyway.
Yeah.
I asked for clarification saying we
Yeah.
are
Yes,
in the alleyway.
you are in the alleyway.
This group is in the alleyway.
Cal-
Lucius walked out of the alleyway
Yeah, to talk to someone.
to talk to somebody.
Because there's like, there's
'Cause
no
why not?
way. Yeah, like,
So you are in the alleyway. You have seen this guy talking to Lucius.
You son of a...
I gave you the best description I could.
alright, I want you to imagine Infinity, but vertically.
What?
I want you to imagine Infinity,
But vertically.
but vertically.
An 8?
Yeah.
That's a fail.
What? No, it's not.
You are paralyzed.
Wait.
As
Oh damn.
Wait, do I have a feature? Let me see if I have a feature. I have favored by the gods.
uh-huh.
I want some of that godlike to kick in.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll 2d4 and hopefully it
See if it
saves.
beats it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
god.
boy.
Oh, what in the world?
What is happening
You're
today?
not welcome on this
doing?
plane of
Take it
existence.
easy.
Okay. It's plus 7 to that. 15.
15.
15.
15 saves.
Alright.
You are not paralyzed. As you feel a spell immediately try to bind you
yeah.
for a moment. As the trapper goes, what the? As you cast command for the word sleep, and you see the trapper's face immediately kind of go slack. Well, you come and think of it, oh, you feel you're sleepy. Should probably take a little nap. And he starts to like walk away.
Lucius seeing this just goes like, Are you okay? Yeah, and then Lucius is gonna be like, oh, because we had a conversation in my head actually, so Lucius will know what's going on. So Lucius is gonna be like, I'm just gonna like speed walk
You chuck the deuces.
into the crowds or whatever.
Oh, you're going away from the group?
I'm just trying to cover distance, I guess. I don't
Okay.
know.
Scatter.
So you scatter.
Make the alleyway seem unimportant.
You go away
Yeah.
from the alleyway. I need, as that happens, I need Kenneth, Zeph, and Thulgrin to make wisdom saving throws.
Little rat
Oh,
Nope.
you know what? I am the antithesis of you tonight. Not 20 for a total of 24.
means-
Hey, at least it
24.
goes somewhere. I rolled a nat 20. Nice.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's a fail.
You know what? Point of luck.
Okay, cool.
16? Success.
Even worse.
What?
Shit.
Natural one. Also, but I will clarify. You told Zeph to roll.
No. Oh, sorry.
You got
Glyph.
inspiration, bro.
Glyph.
I don't know if you want to use that.
Do it.
Yeah, who cares?
Well, this is...
Hey,
Are they-
16.
Nice.
16 saves. You guys
All these
immediately
poor
feel the
dudes.
effects of a paralyzing spell, but you quickly shake it off as immediately around and above you, about 8 more trappers appear in the space as the one just keeps walking away.
Well, lads, I'd say
They all-
magic is definitely welcome here. Apparently.
As that happens, one individual appears at the front of the alley, holding his hands out in not a threatening way, but in
Yeah.
a very just like hold way. He's like, "And now, before we get all antsy, perhaps you all would just kind of calmly surrender for the moment, and we can sort this out. Or my boys and I can take you in. Choice is yours."
Not that one. Also, for the record, we did not do any of the magic.
Well, you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, then, love.
That's fine.
Sure fucking thing.
We'll sort that out quite quickly. But we can do this easy way or the hard way.
I mean, well, here's the thing. I was actually looking down here in the sewer crate because a couple of things fell out of my pockets, and they're kind of important to me. See, I am, in fact, a cog in the wheel of humanity. So I dropped a couple extra pieces down there, and I'm just trying to find them.
It's all well and good if you're looking for missing pieces, but don't see how that helps you right
This
now.
dipshit has a screw loose.
I am still.
You're leaving.
Here's
Point
the
is,
thing. You guys started this.
you shut your face short, man, before I shut it for you.
In my
My
head,
hammer starts to slide
No.
loose a little bit.
They're
You
kind of
hear-
racist
you hear
against doors
crackling
over.
energy all around
Just a
you,
little bit.
and he just looks at you. Go on, hit me.
in
See
my
what
head, I go,
happens.
absolutely fucking not, Thulgrin. Just hold your shit for a minute.
Make a wisdom save.
Over.
Over.
Do it, Thorgrim.
I'm gonna entertain you, but make no mistake. I'm not surrendering right now, but I'm willing to hear what you have to say.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut
Maybe
up.
you can explain.
Cliff takes like 3 steps away from Thorgrim. Like,
Maybe
nope,
you all can
nope,
explain
nope.
why highly unregulated magic has emanated from this area where you all now stand. And the cherry on top, an uncategorized dwarf is among you. Care to explain that?
What in the world does uncategorized mean?
That means you don't
They don't know
belong
if
in
you're
the
a boy or
city.
girl.
I think I made that excruciatingly clear. A dwarf that doesn't know he doesn't belong in this city means it's a dwarf that has never been in my city. And if you've never been in my city, then I immediately don't like you even more.
Where's the tea?
So are you racist against dwarves, are you? Just because I decided to grace your fine town here?
You and your kind are a plague on my town.
Zeph has decided to stay a rat forever.
That's his ending. He's just ratting out.
He lives the rest of his life.
He's vibing.
Permanent.
You know,
Permanent.
ratting
animal.
out kind of sounds good. Like, that's like me on like any given weekday night is just ratting
So the choice
out,
is
you
yours,
know?
my friends.
So, Zeph is going to use Psionic Mind, which I'm sure the rat can still do, right? He's still Zeph.
You got
it's
your
not a
abilities.
spell.
Thorgrim, mate. Just go along with it.
Can I
You're
s-
not
can I
going to
say
get anywhere
on
by
my
fighting.
Telecommunicator.
What?
I just want to talk on the telecommunicator as
In a
I'm
moment.
leaving. I just want to know that I'm just leaving.
One more word about my kind, and I'm gonna muzzle him.
Listen, mate. There's going to be more words, and you can have your revenge.
So the choice is yours.
I don't want revenge.
Surrender.
Say, I'm not trying to make it hard on the party. So if we get through this, it's fine. I don't need revenge. But at the same time, if he doesn't muzzle himself,
Oh, come
I'm
on
gonna
now. I
hold
don't
him
have all
accountable
day.
for his
If you
You're
pick
gonna
a fight, there will be no more
You're
you.
going to stand there
Can
gawking
it?
at me? Or are we going to make a choice?
Thorgrim puts his hammer away.
Smart choice.
Thank you, friend.
Bind him. And he turns around and starts walking away. Immediately apparating next to you. More trappers apparate. Immediately bind you all, the three of you, and begin to lead you one by one away from the alley towards the center of the city.
Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
That ain't good.
So,
I told you I wasn't sure I was welcome here, and you didn't share with me whenever I asked you about this place.
Well, we're-
whether my kind wasn't welcome.
Well, you're the dumbasses following dumbasses, all right? We don't know shit about shit. We don't know anything about this
I'm not
place
from
except
here.
fucking magic and a
You
lab.
said you'd
We don't
been
know
here
it.
before.
You believed us?
you believed us?
You idiot. To be fair,
We had
they
no
all
idea.
had ample opportunity to figure that out, but no one did, so it's all good.
We had no
None of
idea.
us were dwarves. None of
The
us.
ridiculous thing is I asked Lucius about this.
You
Right
think
as soon as he
Lucius...
got here, he said, "Oh no, you're a sovereign citizen. You're
I said
welcome."
That's what y'all are talking about.
Because I kind of figured there was something about me being on this side of the border that was going to be weird to everybody else. But he said, "No, it'll be fine."
Okay.
Not like
I said that out of character.
Hey,
That's not fair
Not-
to
You're
listen.
taking advice from the guy that's rolled 3 nat ones tonight. You should not be.
Matt is a method actor and does not drop character. You said that to Thulgrin.
That's true. That is true. He
Hey,
carries that with
hey,
him.
Thulgrin, I hate to be a bitch, but you didn't say over right then over.
Is anything being followed up with Lucius?
Did you say that out loud?
No, we're
Everyone's
having a
thinking-
head
this is a
like
thinking
conversation.
conversation.
in our
No,
minds.
they're gone. Immediately removed.
Oh, that was easy.
Everything of
fuck,
value
fuck.
is immediately removed from
You
you.
didn't tell us that, so...
Okay, well, I'm telling you
all
now.
this fancy shit, we just got 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Why isn't anyone saying, "Oh, don't worry about it. Zeph and Butthole and Lucius will take care of it"?
Because they don't believe it.
All
All
right, wait, and Tabidi, who's remained silent this whole.
Oh, yeah, oh, the baby.
He's with you guys.
No.
Oh, not the baby boy.
I'm gonna assume he's with you guys because
Okay.
that's just kind of
Gosh.
how I.
He
Zeph
followed.
and
This is what he gets for being sick.
Zeph and Pothole and
Go to jail.
Lucius are now in charge
Jail.
of the rescue.
Okay, so as you all are led deeper into the center of the city, I am going to go ahead and quickly look up my information here. You guys are quickly taken to the Iron Pen in the Carbon District, a place where all of you have been before, but never on, well, except for Thulgrin, but never in this capacity. Last time you were here, you were trying to bail out an individual, not get thrown into the Iron Pen.
Weird how things change.
As
But
we're
very
walking,
quickly-
I'm just like, oh, that doesn't look familiar. That doesn't look familiar. I'm running away because I'm good, and somebody didn't say nothing.
You are all quickly led
Your head or out loud?
No, out loud.
At this point, I'm saying it out loud.
He's
Yeah,
just
they
yelling.
don't give a
He's not
damn.
giving
He's
a
just
They don't
yelling.
give a damn. We don't have beepers,
You are
so.
quickly led
Oh, right.
to the Iron Pen, where all of your items are stripped from you. You are all thrown into separate adjacent cells to await further investigation. Meanwhile,
How thick are these walls? Misty stuff.
Lucius has been walking around for a while. You finally reach out with your mind to communicate with your friends. No one responds.
So Zest scampered down into the sewer and sought out Pothole immediately.
Given, I would say it would take a couple hours, but within the next 2 to 3, Otto immediately set off for his job.
He went back
In about
home.
2-3 hours,
He's not wearing a damn medallion?
He's got
you
one.
you
back here,
locate Pothole down in the sewers.
That's. Can I guide myself and just try to do a Hail Mary as in, like, Lucius isn't stupid, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's going to try to, like, beeline it to try to find the circus immediately.
Make
And I'm going
a...
to guide myself for this. I need every help I can get.
yeah, I'll allow it. Go ahead and make a... This is going to be a survival check.
Survival.
Unless you can argue for a different one.
I can do survival. Oh, frick yeah. It's double digis.
Oh, double digis,
Yeah,
dude!
7.
First double digis of the night?
I honestly,
Low
rolling
bar,
this
low
dice
bar.
has been an anxious, like...
That's
like, it's
roller
been a-
coaster,
it's
man.
been an entire thing.
Roller
They have
coaster.
done me so well and been so wrong. So 17 originally, plus 3, so 20.
20.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Alright, so you begin to walk around the city for several hours, realizing again just the vastness of this place, not really knowing where you're going, what to do. You're starting to panic a little bit as you realize that no one is speaking to, like, no one is communicating with you. It's starting to set in for you. And there's a moment where you're standing just kind of in the middle of a chaotic street where people are milling about. You hear barkers shouting different things, sellers trying to shove stuff in your face. It's a bit overwhelming. And as you're trying to, like, take in the moment and try to, like, figure out what to do, a very firm hand grabs your shoulder. And as you turn around, we'll get back to you.
Okay.
Zeph.
Yo.
Meanwhile, back in the sewers. You find Pothole in this time frame. You can see he's covered in he's covered in a
Tattoos.
weird kind of like slime, and he's like pulling these like glowing insects off of it, like leeches off of him. But he comes over and sees you, like waves you down, and immediately just starts asking like what happened.
Well, is there sewer leeches in your setting?
Oh, 100%.
Sewer liches
Glowing
also.
sewer.
And there are sewer liches.
That's my next
Sewer
character.
Oddly,
liches are
not
tiny
very-
little liches.
Honestly, not very like terrifying. Like
Yeah.
people just know it is like, God, the liches backed up the paps again.
Not the doo-doo lich.
They're just creating like blockages of
They're like
corpses,
just
rat
weird
corpses.
like fecal poltergeists. It's a very
Yes.
strange like community down there.
I
Poltergeist.
wonder
That's a
if
good
that
band.
phrase has
They're
ever
all
been
rat
uttered
liches,
in
like,
all
they're
of
all
human
rat bones.
history.
Yeah, it's
Just
just
weird
yeah,
fecal.
just like a weird like.
Poltergeist.
But really, you could just knock it over with like just with a
Poltergeist.
hand. They're not really.
Like, sewer.
Get out of here. Anyhow, but you see him. He immediately starts asking you what's happened.
Yeah, well, they were all taken by the snatchers, except for, look, it did look as if Lucius had got away. Yeah. Oh, you're right. No, not snatchers. What's the real word for it? No, that's
Yeah,
not
one.
it. Then that's rude, actually. Well, we'll think of it eventually. Okay. But yeah, I think we should find Lucius and maybe make contact with someone who might be able to help us get them released from jail. Yeah. Well, oh, you do know exactly where to find someone. Perfect lead on.
Bottle immediately sets off with Zeph in tow. Meanwhile, the three of you in your cells. Is there anything you're doing in this time frame?
Wondering why I didn't just hang out with Ziff.
Why didn't Zeph, like...
The four of you, apologies. The four of you are in cells.
Your fucking body was halfway down the sewer. You just could have slithered on in there.
Yeah,
the
probably.
rest of us couldn't do much in an alleyway.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, well.
Oh, are y'all in adjoining cells where you can just talk like that? Too?
They're in a line, so yeah, you can reach out. So these cells are
passing a cigarette back and
they are for the
You would
most
not
part.
believe what we had to do to get that.
The walls are solid, but the
What
front of
Thulgrin
these
had to do
are
with
barred for the most part, like about waist high bars, and then the bottom is just stone. So I mean, the sides you can't talk to anybody, but you can come to the bars and like be able to look left and right. So for the most part, and you guys aren't. It's not super crowded down here. There are a lot of people in this building. It's a big building. But the area you guys are in seems to be more of just like holding area more than like a jail cell area. The cells themselves barely have anything. There's like a outcropping of stone on one side where you can kind of sit on a bench or like a little like makeshift bed kind of a thing. And there is a pea corner. But other than that, these are very minimal areas. After several hours, you are all greeted by two individuals that come to the cell doors to speak to you. You can see that these individuals, one of them seems to be of some sort of trapper garb, being that they are wearing kind of the orange and yellows of the trappers, but it seems like they have some sort of I want to say mantle, but that's not the word I'm thinking of. The shoulder, kind of like
A pauldron?
pauldron. Thank you, like a shoulder pauldron with kind of brass kind of chains hanging off of it, indicative of clearly somebody who's a little bit higher up in that. And the other individual seems to be wearing the kind of gray drab of a union representative of some kind. As both of them come to your areas and begin to, they look at all of yous. Hello, my name is Steward Gonba, and I am here to read you the charges laid on the four of you for the incident that was taking place today, and to hear your pleas.
Not guilty. Next.
On the count of using unauthorized magic within the confines of the city, how do you plea?
Definitely not guilty.
Not guilty.
Oh, there is one of us that... No, sorry. This is Will saying it as Will. There is one of us that casted a command spell.
Well,
And they begin
We
to
don't
write.
know that they even heard that. Why would you say that?
Uh-huh.
He said it as well, not loud.
Yeah, I said as Will. No, it was like, hey, one of us want to kiss it.
Oh my God, come in!
Glyph instantly rolls over on Thulgrin.
The steward nods and keeps writing.
Don't say crap, then you want to roll over
For the
like
charges
a bunch
of
bastards.
resisting arrest of a officer of the Arcane Authority, how do you plea?
wait, not guilty. We're
This
we're
is Will
bars.
as Will again. There is one of us that was trying to resist arrest.
You all
Not
claim not
guilty.
guilty?
Not
Alright.
guilty again.
Writes down. And finally, unrestricted access to the city without proper permits. How do you plea?
Will as Will. One more time. For sure.
As Glyph.
Guilty. Not guilty.
Not guilty. Definitely not. I got papers.
Very well.
I got papers.
And do
See,
you
Ryan,
have
I
evidence to
regard the
support your pleas, or anything you wish to enter into the court of law?
I mean, I would ask you. Your boy said you just knew something was happening. I'd ask you to prove. I mean, innocent until proven guilty. I'd ask you to prove that it was us. If not, let us out of here.
Good sir, what you don't understand about our city is we are always aware of magics that are used in our city, registered or unregistered.
You can be aware of the magic. I get that you're aware that something happened there, but you're not aware whether it was us or whether it was someone else. Are you?
There's no one else in the vicinity that could have cast these spells, so
Well,
naturally...
somebody else could have walked away just as easily. We were just walking by.
And you have proof of this?
How?
Do you?
That
Again,
fucking
innocent
we
until
have
proven
proof.
guilty.
Yeah, that
Tell
is
him-
true
tell-
for citizens of the city.
Tell them to get the security cam footage. They've got. This is a police state. They've got CCTV, man.
No, it's a police state. What you say doesn't matter.
All they're gonna see is some weird dwarf blip all of you guys in a bad situation. Wait, this is table talk.
Bro just
Sorry.
literally said that they're racist. It's like too late for you.
Who finishes writing and goes, all right. Given evidence submitted and pleas entered, it appears as though we are going to need to carry this up to the next level.
Cog in the machine of morality.
There it is.
What the hell does that mean?
Oh, that's just something I heard.
You get a call in your head from like from someone in the what's it called, the Commonwealth, and they're like, we changed the code phrase. You guys kept on saying it too much.
Did that like 2 weeks ago? Did you guys not get the memo?
You didn't get the memo.
You know, it's supposed to be secret and special, and you guys obviously didn't treat it that way.
Here's
so-
the thing: the best way to do it is to be all casual when they're like, "What does that mean?" And be like, "It's song lyric, man."
Fucking fine,
Could I keep going, please? Thank you.
Hey, you ever heard of Breaking Benjamin?
Here, I got this. Parlay.
Shit, you win. All right.
We won D&D, guys.
All right, pack it up.
He did say he wanted to hear your pleas. Maybe one of you should just say, "Please let us out of here."
Oh, just like Little Rascals. How do you please? Please, oh please. Oh.
Given the pleas entered and the evidence submitted, it appears that we need to elevate this case. You will all be subject to a truth extraction spell. We will determine what your true intentions are and whether or not you pose a threat to the Brasslands proper. What
feel like
city
you need to
do you...
warn it.
Silence! He snaps his fingers and immediately everything around you feels muffled. And if you want to talk, no one will hear because it casts silence. Young lady, from what city-state do you hail?
Oh shit! I forgot the name of it. My bad.
Rubber band ball.
Rubber band ball. Yes. Have you ever heard of the world's largest rubber band ball?
Oh
I'm
god.
just curious.
Must be one of the backwater ones. A clear
Oh my
disrespect for
God!
Damn,
for
this guy's a
authority.
piece of shit.
Shit. Yeah.
Very
you're
well.
right,
Since
it
you will
is.
not comply, we will extract the truth from you.
I just can't remember.
First thing tomorrow.
Shit.
You don't remember your hometown, kid?
First thing tomorrow, we will find out your true intentions and why.
Why, you
You
just
and-
skipped over 2 of us.
Yes, we've had our share of draconian encounters before. None have ended well, so consider yourself under high scrutiny. Sleep well. We'll deal with this in the morning. Come. He watches the trapper just kind of looks at all of you. And then slowly turns and walks
Hey
away.
Calvin,
Yes.
you play that prick too well.
Thank
Like
you.
you gotta
That's probably
Like,
your-
I'm sitting here seething.
the shoe-
from-
I can
yeah,
see the
I'm
anger in your
sitting here
eyes.
Like,
See the anger in your eyes.
The voice is perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
You're under
you.
high scrutiny.
I hope you choke.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you, but when you speak like that,
Yeah, there's going to be a good cooldown, like good hour cooldown before we get this all settled out. But as the individual walks away with the trapper in tow, the 4 of you settle down for a long evening and hopefully a solution come morning to figure out what is going to happen
Yeah, we're just gonna tell the
to our
truth.
recently jailed individuals, and also what happens to Lucius. And that is where we find ourselves ending tonight's episode.
Oh yeah.
Not the way I expected, but that's what happens when you get 3 nat 1s in a row. Thank you guys, and I truly mean this. Thank you so much, guys, for playing. Thank you all so much for listening. This was quite the smorgasbord of stuff going on. We'll see y'all next time on the Wild Magic School Bus. Good night, everybody.
that is like suicide.
Yeah, bye.
Thanks for listening to the Wild Magic School Bus. I hope you had as much fun listening as we do making this for you. You can catch new episodes each Monday on whatever podcast platform you use, and while you're there, leave us a review if you want. It actually helps us out a lot. We've got the socials too. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at WildMagicPod or on Reddit at r/WildMagicSchoolBus. Either way, stop by and say hello. We're always happy to meet new friends, and you may even get a shout out on the pod. See you next time.
Twin Peaks.
Oh, somebody wrote a poem
About the bidet?
about this bidet.
That's not a poem, that's a haiku.
If you have,
That's pretty good.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
You're
there's a bit of
inspired.
inspiration.
You're inspired.
You
That
farm
is
these,
right there.
motherfucker. You farm these.
I do. Every week. I'm like,
Every
I'd really
week.
like to tinker something, but I want to make sure that I can...
Well, the
do
thing
it
is, you have
well.
you spend a lot of time with Calvin, and you know his humor, and so he just everything
Michelle
you laugh
lives
at
with him.
is artificial.
be allowed
This
to
he is manipulated.
It's all a fake. He probably is.
All right, can you...